Well, oh my god. Give me a second. That beer is so skunked. I need to throw away that beer. Holy shit. Oh, that's bad, Skinny. That's really bad. Well, welcome back to another episode of Two Drunk Guys in a Football Podcast. I'm your host, Marcus the Hammer Meri.
And I'm your host, Skinny Domestic. I got a burp, but it's stuck.
You're making Brooke think she had a burp.
And we have a special guest. If you're watching, you can clearly see her. If you are listening, it is Marcus's side piece, not his wife.
I am Brooke the Hammer Meri.
Brooke you can't have the same nickname. What is this?
She's Brooke the Nail Meri.
Yeah, there you go. The nail. He's the hammer, you're the nail. Got her on the episode today. So Thanksgiving episode. This is releasing on Thanksgiving, so hopefully if you're watching it, you watch it before the games and everything, because of course it's Thursday. We got news, we got bad betting, we got pick'ems, we got Brooke, we got just so much stuff. A good episode. As you guys know, Marcus and I are beard men. We're very good and like having the beards. With that, we're really big into well-groomed beard being the sign of confidence. That's why we partner with Moose's Beard Co. Their all-natural beard oil balm hydrates, softens, and conditions your beard, leaving it looking its best. Some say it's the best beard oil on the market.
It's the best ever.
Cyber Monday Black Friday deal is here. Moose's Beard Co. has started a no coupon, no code needed for 30% off everything until December 3rd of 2024. Visit Etsy and search Moose's Beard Co. or follow the link below to experience the difference. Again, 30% off on everything until December 3rd of 2024. Go to Etsy, search them, or follow the link. Great gifts, great stocking stuffers, anything for a man. So, to not even, just let's get into it, Marcus. Let's get that news.
Let me go into the old iPad and look up some news. We could start out with this one. Daniel Jones is a Minnesota Viking now. Which, all right.
The Vikings, the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Broncos were all on my list of teams that possibly would sign him. $375,000 to be on your practice squad for now.
You can't hate it.
Which, he could still be open to sign with other teams since he's on the practice squad as of right now, too. So,
that's true.
Do you not have the news ready?
No, I don't.
Just terrible.
I know, I'm just doing a terrible job. Demarcus Robinson was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence on California highway after their loss. Naughty. Demarcus Robinson was used a lot he's a Ram, I believe, and he was used a lot this year just with Puka's injury and Cooper Kupp's injury, so that sucks for him. What is it with all these NFL players nowadays driving under the influence once you make millions of dollars and you could Uber?
Or have a personal chauffeur
driver,
or whatever. Yeah.
Private jet.
I don't think they have private jet money, but still.
You're going to take a private jet from the club to your house? Got a runway?
Absolutely.
Got a fucking runway?
Or a helicopter.
Okay, Taylor Swift.
I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah, she hates Taylor Swift.
Not a Swiftie,
You
just
heard it first on the podcast.
I don't understand why players don't just...
I don't know.
Or at least somebody's holding them accountable, hey, you're too drunk. Give me your keys.
Don't drive,
Don't drive. Not that hard.
Lions... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying it's not that hard to...
To not drive while being drunk. Yeah, I know. Lions released pass rusher James Houston. So
he's done. Washed.
Yeah, he's done.
Not the same guy he used to be. Yeah.
It looks like J.K. Dobbins' injury isn't as bad as they thought. I guess he won't play, but he just has a knee sprain, which sucks because he's kind of been a bright spot and he played really well. He was really gashing the Ravens once he was playing. He was doing a really good job once he was in there. He's had a pretty good season this year, but I mean, Gus Edwards is the king, and then that's all I have for news.
Okay, let me get this pulled up here. Well, Gardner Minshew broken collarbone for the Raiders, so Aiden O'Connell will be QB1 there. Daniel Jones, like you said, he was released, signed by the Vikings. Now you got two white guys taking over that. If something happens to Savior Sam, you got to rely on Mr. Daniel Jones. Eagles Bryce Huff is on IR. Wasn't really doing much for us, so not that big a deal. Tommy DeVito got injured in his first start, so Drew Lock is projected to be the QB1 for the Giants now. Which
putting on your backpack, baby.
I'd rather have him. After watching this last game, they need a quarterback that's going to throw the ball at least. Isaiah Pacheco is expected to play this week. Alpha coming off IR and everything. It's needed.
Last month of the season. Yeah, it is.
It'll be interesting to see because Kareem Hunt's been doing really well. So how much he comes in and takes over right away. Fred Warner has been playing on a fractured ankle.
Really?
They said his ninth consecutive game on a fractured ankle. As a team that's 5-6, you're fourth in your division. I know it's a tight race in your division. Don't play. I don't care. Go sit out. Go do what you need to do. Rest, surgery, whatever.
You got to understand, some of these guys are wired to if you can tape up and bandage up everything, you keep playing. That's kind of the best ability is availability, and all of these players know because that's how many times do we see great players or very good players lose their jobs because someone was available after them. I mean, it's the story of Tom Brady and
Fred Warner's longest time solidified though. I don't know. I don't really see.
He is, but
that much.
Think about it.
Fuck, I would be nope, I'm dead. I'm good. Let me rest this bitch up. I'll run it back later. Jason Kelsey is gonna be late night with Jason Kelsey for 5 Friday nights starting in January. So during the playoffs, he'll have his own episode. So getting more Jason Kelsey by himself, which he's a great.
And he loves.
He does great on Monday Night Football. It's very impressive. Yeah. His brother, on the other hand, I don't think would be able to do what he's doing. So he's taking advantage of it. He's made for that. And then lastly, Shaq Barrett requesting league reinstatement. Dolphins hold his rights. He said he would be okay with playing for the Dolphins because he wants to play for a playoff contender. Clearly, anybody wants to play for a playoff contender, and the Dolphins are only one game outside of the playoffs. They're 5-7 or 5-6, right behind the Broncos, so they're not out of playoff contention yet.
No.
But some people think that he'll hit waivers and get picked up or signed by.
Like Skylar said to
the Eagles.
The Eagles.
The Lions, whatever. We'll see, but we'll see. It'll be interesting because I think the only reason why he retired was, I really think, just personal reasons. He had his daughter who had passed away and stuff, and just that's a lot on a person. Well, I don't know. I would assume it'd be a lot on a person with if my child
it's
passed
just
away.
Weird. It's weird that he changed his name.
Yeah, because he goes by. I think he goes by his middle name or something now. Then score rundowns here quick. Cowboys 34, Commanders 26. The fourth quarter of that game was wild. We had a desperation touchdown to Terry McLaurin. They score, miss the extra point, kick the onside. Cowboys take the onside kick for a touchdown, and then that results in Austin Eckler getting hurt because he returned the kickoff after. Titans stun the Texans 32-27. Texans got some stuff to figure out defensively for sure. Vikings win in overtime 30-27 versus the Bears. Should have never went to overtime. You guys suck. Couldn't cover the 3.5. Just terrible. Had it on lock, and you guys messed it up.
And you know what? That defense is terrible, but a win's a win, and at least I don't have to sit here and say Caleb Williams beat us yet. So,
are you worried at all with how this team has been?
No, I've known this since after the bye week. I said it was going to happen, and they're just barely squeaking by. I mean, the defense has been terrible. Sam Darnold played a good game last week. I can't lie. They're not getting JJ involved, which makes me want to cry for fantasy and real football reasons. And then what? And then the defense is just atrocious. Like, we have literally, like, if it was 5 years ago, we'd have the best defensive backs in all of football, but it's not 2019. So our DBs suck. Harrison Smith is old, which I don't want him to retire. He's a lifer.
Yeah,
for Minnesota.
I think he's rated as one of the highest defensive backs this year, though.
I don't know how. I really don't know how. It seems like it's always a big play going up in front of Harry the Hitman, and I think, which he's doing all right. He's not bad for how old he is. He's like 35 years old. He's played for a long time. But Stephon Gilmore has a little kink in the armor, but he's all right. I don't know. Our defense we don't get a good pass rush, and our DBs are terrible.
Brooke, as a Vikings fan and married to a Vikings fan, how do you feel about that?
Well, it depends.
Brooke's like, I deal with Marcus yelling at me all the time over this. I know it's why he drinks.
Hey, there's some times where it's better to be a Vikings fan than others, that's for sure.
Yeah, like most of the time, it's not good to be a Vikings fan.
Yeah. Jordan's a Vikings fan, so I definitely understand. Then lastly, the Eagles 37-20 the Rams. Saquon Barkley had 255 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Eagles are back. They're looking good. Their defense has been good.
This is a time to be good. Yeah. That's for sure.
Now the only thing I worry about is the collapse, like we did last year. Let's just not have that. I think we'll be fine.
The difference between this year and last year, though, is you guys were good at the beginning of the year and then collapsed around this time last year.
Yeah.
I think you guys are a little better last year. That's a competitive division, but the Cowboys winning against the Commanders really helps you guys out quite a bit.
Oh, definitely. Then for college, we had a lot of upsets this last week, which is messing with the college football playoff stuff. But Iowa defeats Maryland 29-13. Second half game, really, Iowa and Maryland first half were very close. Then Iowa started taking over there. Number 22, Iowa State defeats Utah 31-28. Utah's kicker missed a field goal to tie it up with like less than a minute left. If Iowa State expects to beat Kansas State this week and make the Big 12 championship, they need to step up their game on defense. It's been atrocious the last couple weeks. Yeah, because you just watch so much college football, huh, Marcus?
I watch all of it. Iowa State, they're not playing to their potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Number 2, Ohio State defeats number 5 Indiana 38-15. Big Ten matchup. Jesus. You're ranked number 5, and it's crazy how you're like, wow, Indiana's doing good. They're undefeated, haven't lost a game, and then they play at Ohio State and get stomped on. Notre Dame, number 6 Notre Dame defeats number 19 Army 49-14. The spread to come into that game was -14. I don't know what the fuck some of these spreads are for the Notre Dame games, but fuck, give it to me every week, pretty much. Oklahoma upsets number 7 Bama 24-3. Bama got shit on, and they're ranked, I think, number 14 or 15 right now. So they're like borderline 3 losses, and they're borderline could still make the college football playoffs because that's how the SEC bias is. It's fucking insane to me. Fuck Bama. Get the fuck out of here. I hope they lose one more, just so that way we can get rid of them. Florida upsets number 9 Ole Miss 24-17. Florida's been like Kansas this year. Upsetting teams that you didn't think they would, but not showing up for games that they need to.
Mm-hmm.
Going into that, Kansas upsets number 16 Colorado 37-21. Kansas, Iowa State, Kansas State, Colorado. 3 or 4 teams they've upset. So but they're not in the playoffs or even going to be in the Big 12 championship. Just one of those teams that competes against good teams, but doesn't show up against shitty teams. Number 21, Arizona State upsets 14 BYU 28-23, and then Auburn upsets number 15 Texas A&M 43-41. That was a hell of a game. Very high scoring, crazy game, good game. Bad betting. We're 28-20. We went 2-2 last week. If you've been doing our parlays, depending on how you do them, you're up about 290, 320 on the year. We need to get we're like a four week can't fucking hit a parlay all of a sudden. We went 3 in a row and then can't hit shit now. So this week we're gonna bounce back. Thanksgiving miracle coming into the Christmas holiday time too. We're gonna take the Chiefs minus 12.5 versus the Raiders with Aiden O'Connell at quarterback. The Texans minus 4.5 against the Jags because they've just been atrocious. The Bucks minus 5.5 versus the Panthers because I think the Bucks Baker's feeling it. Dude, did you see his Tommy DeVito or his Italian?
Yeah.
So, oh man, I love it. And then the Rams minus 2.5 versus the Saints. $10 would pay out about $114. Odds are subject to change, and it's going to be different based off of where you bet at a little bit. Moving on with that, our guest of the episode, Brooke, the nail, Meri.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
So, just like all of our other guests, introduce yourself, sports, how you got into football, those type of things. I mean, Marcus, we all know Marcus is a big sports football head, so you clearly support him in all those endeavors that he's done. So just go ahead. Just let it loose.
Yeah.
Let the world know.
Let them know. So speaking of sports, this is my opportunity to bring up that I was a dancer, and dance is a sport.
I'm gonna make a really, really bold statement here on Two Drunk Guys. Dance is not a sport.
I bet you couldn't dance.
I bet I couldn't.
Hey, we did that one dance thing together, Marcus. You look like shit.
Well, fuck
Maybe
you.
we should put a clip in for all of our fans to watch and give their feedback.
I don't even know where to
That's fine.
find that video at.
I got you.
When did we do a dance thing? I don't remember.
Back in
that.
high school, when the dance team.
You were there too?
Yeah, I was Isabel's partner, and who else? Austin, was it Dunn? I think Dunn was Caitlin's.
Dunn was there, yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
See, that was before we even were friends.
Find that video and get it.
She has the video somewhere. I know she
I
does.
think so. But yeah, that's what I grew up doing, dancing. I did cheerleading. Cheerleading's a sport too, but dance is a little harder, just saying. That's kind of, I guess, where I really got into football, because Marcus and I met and became boyfriend and girlfriend right before freshman year. So, when we started dating, he was sleeping, and breathing football. Like, he was the kid playing at the water tower when it was blizzarding outside and the cops are telling him to go home. He wouldn't go home. He's just playing in a sweatshirt. That's it. So that's really where it all kind of started. And if I wanted to spend time with him, it had to be when he was playing football or watching football.
Damn right. Priorities are set.
Yeah.
Yep.
Weren't you a cheerleader too?
Yep,
Yes,
I mentioned that.
Yeah. Well, I heard dance. I heard dance. I was on the dance topic, but you were a football cheerleader, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I did football
And
and
wrestling.
wrestling.
And
cheerleading.
wrestling. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Give us one of the cheers.
For football? Or...
Yeah. Let's get one of those cheers.
What was your favorite cheer, Skinny?
The one where we count.
Skinny, what do you mean the one where we...
One. We are the Blue Jays. 2.
See, you know it.
Yeah, of course I know
louder,
it.
3.
But I'm not the cheerleader. I was in the band. All
I
right.
think it's like, we want to hear you say more, 1.
See, the fact that you know that shit, I didn't know any of that.
And then you shake your pom poms and which...
Are you sure you weren't a cheerleader, Skinny?
Well, I went to the games, and I was always, like, front row, so, like, you know, I had to be loud.
Basically.
Well,
you know, fun fact, Skinny. I actually don't know if you know this, but before I played football, I started playing football in 7th grade. I tried to be a cheerleader.
I didn't know that.
7th grade.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I tried to be a cheerleader so I could hang out with all the girls. Sorry, Brooke.
That's why I did choir.
Yeah, that is really sad, Skinny. But
Sing us your favorite song, Skinny.
But no, I tried to do that, and then Miss Sprung was like the girls' cheerleader coach at the time, and she's like, "Fuck no, you can't do that." So then I played football, but I was gonna be a cheerleader for the memes before they were memes.
Dude,
back in the day.
Speaking of men cheerleader, Omar was a cheerleader for basketball one year, and that shit was hilarious.
Was he really? Yeah. What year was that?
Was it my sophomore year? Might have been my sophomore year. Yeah,
once we were in 8th grade, he was a cheerleader.
Yeah, he would have been.
How the hell did they let that happen?
Dude, it was so funny. He'd come out in the blue long pants and stuff. It was just, dude. And it's Omar. Omar's a, like, energetic dude, you know, and just goes all out, doesn't give a shit. So it was a fucking fun time. I want to say it was our sophomore year. Maybe our freshman. I don't think it was our freshman.
He would not give a fuck enough to do that. That's why that's cool.
Yeah. 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 I couldn't imagine you being a fucking cheerleader, Marcus. Imagine you go to, like, college and, like, you're like a Texas Longhorns cheerleader.
Dude, but the dudes are buff, dude. The dudes are fucking throwing the chicks up there.
Not all of them are. I could see you being like the dude that's doing like backflips and shit.
Doing backflips.
Marcus is so uncoordinated when it comes to.
Okay.
Yeah, but if we would have went down the cheerleading
You're
path.
telling me I'm uncoordinated. This is a girl that trips down the stairs and trips on lines. You know, flat lines.
Just terrible.
That's because I don't know my next step. I know my next step when I'm dancing and cheering.
Yeah, whatever. So, Brooke, who's your favorite team then?
I'm a Vikings fan. Yep.
Yeah, how does it feel to be a Vikings fan who barely watches the games except for like one season?
Well, it depends. There's been some years where they're just not even enjoyable to watch. This year's been a little better, so I do spot in here and there, but I get busy. I have other things I gotta do.
Sunday's not her rest day, as it is mine.
Yeah, the only well, in fantasy wise, the only person she cares about is Sam Darnold, but he rides her bench, so you know
that's true.
She doesn't have to worry about him all the time.
She's a big Bo Nix gal.
Yep, I got rid of Dak and I picked up Bo Nix. Dak just wasn't giving me what I needed, so I grabbed Sam when his Dak's bye week was coming up, and I was just kind of watching the waiver wire.
This is crazy though. She's like, I'm gonna play Bo Nix against the Cleveland Browns defense
this week.
Yeah, pretty fucking crazy.
What makes you think that my lineup's set?
Well, that's true. Yeah, mine's not set. I don't.
Either way, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh, probably. That's how it goes. I beat Marcus, and then you step up and clean up, and you're like, "Oh, I can't believe you can't beat my husband like that. I got to come in and sweep in and handle the business for him." I can't say
beats me every fucking time. It doesn't matter. My team just
real quick. I am 5-0 against Marcus in the regular season this year so far.
You know, Bryce is the commissioner. Just saying.
He's cheating. Dude. No, you know what? Brooke's been in a fantasy league. Oh yeah, who's your favorite Viking of all time now?
Oh, I really loved Cookie. He was my guy for a minute.
For Dalvin Cook?
Yeah.
She's a big Dalvin Cook gal.
Dalvin Cook.
But
we'll get you a Dalvin
Adam
Cook.
Thielen is.
You love Adam Thielen. You love Case Keenum too.
I did like Case Keenum when he had to step in. I was really happy with that.
We'll get her a Case Keenum college jersey. You know.
Yeah.
You love Case Keenum so much, you're gonna get his roots here.
Case Keenum went to college in Texas. Which Texas school was it, though?
I don't know. It was a Conference USA team.
Yeah, because he was like the all-time leader in passing yards for a while. Texas, what was it? It wasn't SMU.
Texas Tech?
No, I don't think he went to Texas.
He played at Houston. At Houston.
Houston.
So he played at Houston before Houston got out of Conference USA, because Houston's moved around now. Case Keenum, Dalvin Cook, and Adam Thielen. Not a bad variety of Vikings fans.
And she's been doing fantasy in your league for 3 years now.
Yeah, 3 years.
First year made it to the championship and lost to her husband.
Lost. Yeah, I had a question, Brooke. Why did you collude with your husband and let him win the championship that year?
I wish that we could use collusion as an excuse, because it is a fight in our house. When we play each other, when it comes down to him and I am competitive. Like, I want to win. So, no collusion here.
Yeah, you and I play this week. You're currently 8-4. You're doing better than Marcus. Yeah. Nice. Congratulations on that.
I do have the tiebreaker against her, though, because I beat her fucking ass in the regular season. But, yeah. It's bullshit.
She's been competitive. Did you make the playoffs last year, too?
No.
So 2 out of 3 years, you're projected to make the playoffs. Super competitive.
The only people that make it every single year are me and you.
You're not wrong. Hey, you're on the verge here, dude.
I think I'll be. I mean, it comes down to winning games or people losing games, but I think I'll be all right.
I'm beating Marcus this year, though. If we're going,
well, right now, the playoff, dude. This would be the first time ever, though. We've been in the league together for 7 years, and this would be the first time ever you and I would be on the same side of the bracket as of right now.
I don't think we are.
Yeah, right now I have the bye, and you would play Brooke, and then whoever wins that would play me. So right now, if everything stayed the same, everybody keeps winning or whatever, and everything stayed the same, you and I would actually be on the same side of the bracket for the first time.
Well, I think so I have a tiebreaker between Rudy and Skylar, so I'd have to lose out and they'd have to win out, I believe, for me to get kicked out.
Skylar's not eliminated yet, so him and Rudy both have a chance. So, they're both 6-6. You guys are 7-5. Brooks 8-4. Carp having 3 ties is fucking insane. I've never seen. I don't do the point thingy in this league because I love to see ties. The ties make a huge difference. Makes it a little bit different, a little bit different in the league. Brooke, if there was one fantasy player that you could steal off of anybody's team, who would it be?
That's a really big question. It would be your favorite player, Skinny. Whoever you're relying on the most, that's who I want.
Who am I relying on? I don't even know. Who would be my biggest
Probably Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I'd have to say probably. I don't know. Zach Ertz, I've been relying on him at fucking flex and tight end the last 6 weeks.
Fucking Zach Ertz, dude.
T. Higgins, ever since I got him, he's been... Yeah, I'd probably say Joe Mixon because Joe Mixon's probably been
Then it's Joe Mixon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just for this week, or is it long term? Is it just to spite me or something?
Maybe.
Take him away, and then I gotta play Travis Etienne. Terrible. Yep. Terrible. All right. We're gonna get a little personal here. When did you know Marcus was the one? And when? How old were you? You guys have been together since, like you said, before 8th grade, so that's, what, 12?
So
12 years? 13 years?
We've been together 12 and a half years.
Mm-hmm.
So I will preface, I was raised that you find someone to marry. Being with someone has a purpose for your future, your longevity in your future. So that was always at the forefront of my mind, and not a lot of young girls think like that. So I knew when I actually I don't know, when you just Marcus was my best friend. He was friend zoned. He really, really liked me, and I didn't like him like that. And so he had professed his love for me. I was like, buddy, I love you too. You're like my best dude friend ever. And he really was. Like we really were really dang good friends. And so he got mad at me. And
then I hit her with that I'm gonna talk to other people, and then she's like, "Oh, Marcus, I love you so much."
That's not entirely true. But when you sit down and you think about when I thought about what I wanted in a person, it was a best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cheesy because we were young, but like when you feel like you're going to lose something that you really love, like sometimes the value of that does happen to show. And, you know, that's just kind of, that's when I knew. And I told him that, and he was mad at me and stopped talking to me for like probably maybe one business day.
That was a lot of work to put in.
That one day, Marcus was like, "I'm gonna pull hella bitches," and that one.
But literally, he asked me out on July 18th, and July 18th of 2012, and we have been together every single day since.
Mm-hmm.
And I always planned a future with us. Like I always did. I always saw it.
Yes, she would.
I always just knew.
All right, Marcus. Same question to you. When did you know that Brooke was the one?
Oh, probably once I broke my leg and she was in the hospital with me the whole time. Wasn't eating, like was sitting there. I was in so much pain that she'd be sitting there for hours, rubbing my head so that I could fall asleep.
So it took you hair. Like 2 years longer. All right, that. Brooke's out here like, yeah, I'm ready to marry this man, and Marcus is still like,
oh. I was 16. What do you think? I was 16. You think at 14 I was like, yeah, I'm gonna marry Brooke. No, you don't know what this is. Yeah, she did. She's fucking crazy.
But that's because that's how I was raised. I don't know if you were like raised that like the person you're gonna date is.
I was waiting for Marcus to say the first time she did my laundry or some shit, you know, because that's a very like Meri type situation.
He didn't have to do his laundry, and I didn't have to because his mom did.
Rely on women in your life. As soon as she did something for you, you know. Just
shout out to Mama Laura doing my laundry back in the day. Yeah. Shout out to Rookie Meri doing my laundry now.
Wow,
did you put your laundry away?
Just so sweet.
I did.
Just so sweet. Just
Some say I'm a romantic.
Yeah. You have any more questions for your? Oh, who's your least favorite Viking?
My least favorite's probably the one I don't even probably know their name, to be honest. I had something against Kirk Cousins. I know. I had something against him. I just did.
I support it.
She didn't like that cheesy smile and that son of a bitch once he left the Vikings.
He seems like a great dude. Like, I watched the Netflix documentary. He's such a wholesome guy, and I think that's so pure. But yeah, there's just something about him football-wise I just didn't like for the Vikings specifically.
Makes sense. They couldn't fucking win in the playoffs. They lost to the Giants with him at quarterback in the playoffs, so I get it. And then the last question I have is the question that we ask everybody that's a guest. You get 10 attempts. You got 10 attempts to run the ball. You're the first female guest, so this might be a little different. I don't know. You get 10 attempts to run the ball. How many yards are you getting in an NFL game?
Realistically, I get 10 attempts.
10 attempts
to run a ball in an NFL game.
Yeah, like you have.
Oh, I'm going backwards. I'm going completely backwards.
We talking like Reggie Bush stat line, like.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna get broken. Like, someone's gonna break something on me.
I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say there, but
terrible.
So negative 10 yards, negative 1 yard. You know what?
I could like maybe. Here's the thing. Realistically thinking, in my brain, how hard are they really gonna go on me, right? I might get a little somewhere if they take it easy on me. If they don't, then I'm coming out of there with a broken leg.
Make a wish. It's one of those make a wish games where they're like, we're gonna let her score a touchdown.
Yeah, no. If that was the case, total touchdown right there.
Diving at her legs and stuff. Nah, like realistically, yeah, you probably are getting hit in the backfield. Brooke, I'm sorry.
Are you saying because she's a woman she can't run the football in the NFL?
Brooke was a cheerleader. Cheerleader doesn't translate into.
Is that what you're saying?
If she was like, I played.
I am taller than some.
If she was like, I played hockey, I played lacrosse, like any shit like that, I'd be like, yeah, you have a chance. You're a tough son of a bitch when it comes to athletics, but you were a cheerleader. Come on.
Hey, I did really good when we did Powder Puff.
Yeah. Yeah, she thought she was going to be a receiver, but she was a defensive end. That's for sure.
Hey, those are the best ones.
That ball, man.
Those were the best ones where they're like, I'm convinced I'm going to be this position. It's like, you're not working out. We're going to move you, and then you succeed.
I am much more of a defensive player, though. Like, I like to be defense more than I would prefer to be offense for any sport.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I agree.
Because I can be aggressive.
Yeah, she's mean. She hits people.
My wife does the same thing, so it must
terrible.
be a wife thing.
Must be.
Do you have any more questions,
Not true.
Marcus?
No.
Okay. All right. Moving on to Thanksgiving, because it's just random stuff. Thanksgiving. What are you guys' plans?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to her dad's and her stepmom's, and then we're going to go to her mom's and her stepdad's afterwards. And I'm just going to sit my ass, eat food, and watch football the whole damn day.
And we're going to paint pictures of each other. It's going to be so fun. That trend that's going around right now, where you have to like paint someone that sits across from you. Yeah, we're doing that at Thanksgiving. Marcus isn't looking forward to it, but I think it's going to be great.
No, I'm going to be painting like this, watching the TV. Going,
Marcus is going to be...
The portrait will be in the garage.
It's Marcus's portrait's going to be the best photo painting you've ever seen of a football field.
Dude, I wish my mother still had it, but I had a picture that I painted in high school of myself. It was a portrait, and it looked like I was a serial killer, didn't it? It looked like it wasn't bad, but it looked like I was gonna kill someone. It wasn't bad. It looked like me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, whatever. Brooke used to have a picture. She Bob Ross some shit, and I had it in here, but I don't have it.
Marcus thought it was amazing.
It was so
that
fucking good. Yeah, I hung it on the walls.
Dude, my mom was really artistic, so we have some of her shit that we're gonna get a frame for and hang up. After the whole ordeal last year, we were going through her shit and found it. And
nice.
Being artistic is crazy. I used to be artistic, but I can't draw a fucking worth of shit now.
Artistic or autistic?
A little bit of both. I mean, isn't everybody? I mean, when you think about it, autism, it's a spectrum. Everybody's on the spectrum in some capacity.
Everyone's got a bit of the tism. It's just how much tism.
Exactly. There's a spectrum of it. No, that sounds like great plans, Marcus. You're not doing anything with your family, like none of your like siblings.
Dude, skinny.
Well, we already did.
No. Yeah, we did actually. We had Friendsgiving, but when have I ever done any holidays with my parents or
your siblings? At least like.
Hamdulillah.
Hamdulillah. No, fuck no. When Skinny? When would we have?
Okay.
We used to do.
You guys celebrate your birthday more than you celebrate anything else. Like you guys go harder for your.
really used to celebrate.
No, we didn't. Skinny, we didn't celebrate anything from once I was 12.
No.
Until.
But what I'm saying is, like, for your birthday, you have a party, and like all your siblings, most of your siblings, and like.
That's because of her.
Are we
gonna have the 10th surprise birthday party in a row this time? This time it's really gonna get me. I'm really gonna be like, oh my
goodness. Well, the surprise was more the food.
Yeah, the food was a surprise. Well, every single fucking year, same fucking shit.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna even celebrate your birthday anymore.
That's
Marcus
fine.
basically celebrates his birthday when we celebrate my birthday. I think he enjoys my birthday more than I enjoy my birthday.
Dude, the 4th of July.
Dude, it's always... Dude,
Skinny enjoys my birthday more than I enjoy my birthday.
Yeah. The biggest thing is the 4th of July is my favorite holiday. So, like, it's hard to, like, I'm going to celebrate the fuck out of America's birthday, but also, like, I got to celebrate Brooke, too. And I got to make sure, she does, she has a good time, but I'm going to have a good time no matter what. All right.
Damn right.
God bless. I knew America's birthday before I knew you, Brooke. I'm sorry. Like, there's a... Just don't have your birthday on the 4th of fucking July. Why couldn't your parents lie and say it was the 5th? Like, like...
That's true.
That could push maybe illegal.
No, you'd be fine.
They're the ones that have to sign the birth certificate. I think it have changed it. Think about all the people that lie about their birthdays. Thanksgiving questions. I'm trying to talk Thanksgiving. I know you guys...
What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
What am I doing? My brother... New house. So, having people over at the new house.
Well, they haven't figured out that hosting sucks ass yet, have they?
No, they try to... Dude, they were hosting back when they fucking lived in an apartment. And then they lived on a house, like, downtown Des Moines. They were renting out a house. So they've lived in a house for the last 3 years now or so. So they're used to having a house. They just bought a house that's bigger on the east side. But
east side of life.
I think he's smoking them. Excuse me. I think he's smoking 2 turkeys. We're making a ham because, you always got to have a fucking ham there because somebody wants it. He's having I think his dad and some of his siblings are coming from Ohio. I think they're Ohio now. Or are they Georgia? One of the two. I don't remember. They're spread out. And then, like, Kate, his wife, some of her family's coming. And we're just going to go do that. And then Courtney has to work Friday, so we'll be home at a decent hour.
That sucks.
Yeah. So, and watch football all day, The great beautiful matchups that we get for fucking NFL football this year on Thanksgiving Day. We were 2024, the greatest Thanksgiving Day football we'll ever get in our lifetime.
Damn right.
Do you know some of those matchups? We have to watch the Giants play the Cowboys.
That Rico Dowdle could have a good game there. So that is...
We have to watch Drew Lock play Cooper Rush.
Okay, so why are you such a fucking hater?
That's not going to be good football.
You don't know what good football is.
Fuck you, all right? Moving on to Thanksgiving. Other things, What's your guys' favorite Thanksgiving traditions? Do you guys have any traditions? Do you guys do anything?
Well, when Sally and AJ used to live in Perry, I used to take a nap after Thanksgiving each time.
That's Marcus. Marcus is the nap. Taking the nap, yeah.
I think the, tradition that's there is that we just always all get together and, there's certain foods that you just have to have. You know what I mean? That's the tradition. You can't not have green bean casserole. You can't not have mashed potatoes. No one may even like turkey, but you still have to have a turkey.
Just not Butter Farms.
I don't get the hate on turkey. It doesn't make any sense. It's literally a bird.
Because no one knows how to cook it right.
I do. You inject it with steroids.
I do too. No. You gotta like brine it. You gotta get under the skin.
Yeah.
And massage
You gotta talk.
it.
You gotta talk to it. You know. You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta pretend that it's your wife, and
it's like Butterball Farm. That's what you gotta do. You gotta take that turkey and make it your bitch.
Marcus.
Well, that's what they do. I bet.
Does Brooke not know about this?
I'm the one who told him.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta really get up in you gotta stuff that turkey real good. Real good.
I thought it was buttery, but it wasn't butter. It wasn't butter, bro.
Oh man.
Skinny, what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? If there's like one thing that you love more,
it's gotta be
than
stuffing.
anything else.
Stuffing. I have to have stuffing.
Dude, stuffing sucks ass.
But it's not box stuffing. It's homemade, like from scratch stuffing. That if it's box, I'll eat it, but it's just not as good.
So from scratch, so you just cut up some fucking bread and put it in.
Yeah,
you put your stuffing in the turkey.
My grandma does. So like my grandma, she cuts up bread, lets it sit she's preparing it before Thanksgiving is even. It's prepared and ready to go. Like it's not from the box, and then I'm not a fan of raisins, but something about raisins and stuffing, it just hits different. I don't know why.
No.
But you add the raisins just from scratch stuffing. It has to be from scratch. But then the other one too is like mashed potatoes. Just fucking smothered in gravy. And they have to be like super creamy, you know? Can't be like super hard or anything. But
Skinny, I make great mashed potatoes, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm an apple pie guy, so always have to have an apple pie. And my uncle makes the best apple pies, and every year he's always on pie duty. So
no matter is that the uncle that's always at your events? That one?
Yeah, my uncle Charlie.
Charlie needs to make us some pie, dude.
Yeah, such a the best pie maker I know. Like my sister can bake, but she ain't got nothing on fucking my uncle. My uncle is crazy when it comes to pies.
Yeah, you fucking hear that, Maggie?
Bake off at Thanksgiving. It's a competition.
We did it last year.
Did you? That's awesome.
Yeah, last year. We did it last year. So I made a pie. It was oh fuck. So my dad's side grandma has they live on the farm. She cans goods, and she makes like apple pie filling, cherry pie filling, and like rhubarb pie filling. So gives it to us. Yeah, good shit. So I made an apple pie and cherry pie last year, and mine was definitely not the best. So it was still good. It was edible. I tried to do like the whole like crisscross pie. I've never baked a pie in my life. It still got ate, but yeah, we had a pie bake off last year, and my uncle comes out ahead. His pecan pie, dude, so fucking good.
It seems like that man can fucking make a pie,
dude. Seriously, if you can get him to make a pie, you're in good hands. That's all that matters. But yeah, I can't bake. I can't bake worth a shit, so that can be left to them. I don't think I have to bring anything this year, so saves me out of shit. And the last one I have is start, bench, cut, and trade, because it's going to be football related. So you have to start, bench, cut, or trade either baked or regular mac and cheese, because that's a Thanksgiving plate, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and green bean casserole.
I'm starting green bean casserole.
All right.
I'm benching. Well, you gave us too many.
No, start, bench, cut, and trade.
Oh, start, bench, cut, trade. Okay.
Because trade, you want to trade something that's pretty dang good, but you'll get some value for.
I'm benching mac and cheese. I'm trading mashed potatoes, and I'm cutting your disgusting stuffing.
I respect it a little bit.
What are you doing?
Brooke's he's trading away my mashed potatoes? What the fuck? Hey, he got a first round draft pick for it, all right? All right?
Yeah, I got a it's an early round draft pick too.
Yeah, it's like pick 12, 11, 12.
Yeah. It's good value.
I'm starting green bean casserole too. I just love green bean casserole.
We do.
I'm benching mashed potatoes. I am cutting your stuffing too. Sorry, not sorry. And I'm trading
mac and
cheese.
See, mac and cheese is a good trade because
most people like mac and cheese.
Yeah, most people like mac and cheese. You get some good value. Mac and cheese is probably getting you a top, probably like a top 10 easily for sure. Maybe even top 5, depending on the type of mac and cheese. Some people like baked, some people like creamy. I think Thanksgiving's more of a baked mac and cheese, though, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. So, baked mac and cheese. You might be getting a number 5 or 6 pick there. That's pretty fucking solid.
Great value.
That's some good fucking value. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start the mashed taters. I'm gonna bench the stuffing. Come in. I'm gonna trade
that bitch.
I'm gonna trade the mac and cheese, and then I'm cutting green bean casserole because fuck that shit. That shit is disgusting.
You wouldn't like your vegetables skinny, would you?
I fucking love vegetables. I love green beans, just not in a fucking casserole.
Dude, green bean casserole is fucking good. You obviously...
I've never had good green bean casserole.
Yeah, you obviously...
No. Obviously you guys have never had good stuffing. Jeez.
I'm pretty sure I've never had homemade stuffing. I bet it's always been boxed.
I feel like I have a few times, but I still just...
Marcus, homemade stuffing, game changer. Trust me. Game fucking changer.
You make some and you deliver it to our house.
I'm not gonna make it. I can't fucking make it. If I make it, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this shit?" I will have to get you
loaves of bread.
And then raisins, spread out every inch or so.
Damn right.
I'm telling you, raisins and stuffing, game fucking changer. Telling you.
Okay. You're fucking telling me.
Fuck you. Alright. Green bean casserole, disgusting. I love green beans, but just can't do a fucking casserole. We made it to the end of our pick'ems. Y'all ready? Because I gotta fucking write all this shit down, because Marcus doesn't know how to fucking take care of himself. Alright, so 4 college games this... 4, not 3. 4 college games this week. So, Brooke, you get to pick these two. We're going to go Iowa versus Nebraska. Iowa is favored by 3.5.
I'm going to piss everyone off.
Going with Iowa.
I'm going Nebraska. Because
You're doing Huskers?
Here's why. I just got done making Nebraska 7 5-starters. I just got an NCAA with Austin. 7 5-star recruits class. Nebraska was fucking loaded. I won 2 national championships, and then I decided to go to Central Michigan just to squeeze it up.
Is the one dude the coldest Crossford still on Nebraska?
The coldest Crossford? No. I had what's his face, Dylan Raiola. I fucking hate it.
Actually, I'm gonna go look. Hold on, 1 second. You don't remember that dude? The coldest Crawford?
The coldest. No.
He had an NIL deal with an air conditioning company.
Why?
The coldest Crawford. His first name is the coldest.
Oh, the coldest. You know what's funny though? Half the time those names aren't real, and it pisses me off. I want to think someone named their kid Kool-Aid McKinstry, but it's not even his fucking name, so it pisses me off.
I know.
It's a fucking nickname.
Hey. First name ideas.
Kool-Aid?
No, he plays for Louisiana Tech now, so he's not with Nebraska anymore. As a fellow Iowan, and Brooke too, she chose Iowa. Fuck Nebraska. Don't give a fuck. You don't pick Nebraska. You fucking terrible. You goddamn terrorist.
Don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide.
Then we have number 25, Kansas State versus Number, I think Iowa State's 17. Iowa State. I think they're ranked. Iowa State's favored by
State.
2.5.
State.
Brooke, you got to make a choice.
Iowa State.
It's Iowa
She's
State.
a homer. You fucking homer.
It's Iowa State at home. Marcus is just a bastard. Farmageddon, baby. Farmageddon. That's the title of the game, since you don't watch college football. Then we got 15 South Carolina versus 12 Clemson. Clemson is favored by 3.
Give me Clemson, dude.
I am going to take Clemson also.
Make that 3.
You know what I just realized? We haven't gotten an update on our college pick'ems in a while. I have to message the group chat tonight. In our college league.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, haven't had an update in like the last 2 weeks.
Well, we're getting closer to bowl season.
Yeah,
so.
but I have Clemson. I want to know where the fuck I'm at, alright? I was in second place. And then lastly, the last top 25 game, we have number 3 Texas versus number 20 Texas A&M. Texas is favored by 5.
This is the first time they played them in a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Since Texas A&M went to the AEC, ACC, or SEC.
Well, they're both SEC teams now, so.
No, I know, but they weren't. They weren't skinny. I heard it. I listened to that on something. I saw it on like.
Hey, your homework for this week is watch college football. Watch at least one game. Like I loved Sunday mornings when you used to call me and be like, "Hey, I watched so and so college football game," and I'm like, "Wow, I'm actually fucking impressed." And we talk about the game because I too watched that game.
Yeah, you know what, Skinny? I won't be able to watch games this week because I will be in Minneapolis. Going to the Minnesota Vikings game with my wife and my cousin.
On a Sunday?
We're leaving on Saturday.
Okay, pull it up on your fucking phone. I will send you links to where you can watch games. You have YouTube TV. Watch fucking games, you bitch.
We'll be spending quality time with family. We're going to Hell's Kitchen.
We're going to go to Hell's Kitchen.
Are you hitting up the boy?
Who? JJ?
Clutch.
Oh, I didn't even think about Milton. I should hit up Milton actually. Well, I'm gonna be with my cousin and Alonzo's gonna be there too.
So Milton would love to see you guys no matter what. It doesn't fucking matter.
You're right. He probably isn't too far. He's just
maybe come swimming at the hotel with us or something.
Yeah, I'll hit him up.
Dick, you have a friend that lives up there and doesn't even think.
I didn't even think about it.
Okay, but you guys are going to Hell's Kitchen? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Should I get a beef Wellington?
They don't. It's not like that.
What the fuck?
It's a different Hell's Kitchen.
Oh well, I don't.
It's not one of the like the fancy ones.
Yeah, there's like levels.
Oh, yeah, because Courtney's dad and stepmom went to Vegas last year,
wow.
and like was it Vegas? I think it was Vegas.
Probably Vegas.
Yeah, and they went to Hell's Kitchen.
How much they spend?
I didn't ask. I couldn't fucking imagine how much it was, but I imagine the Vegas one's probably a tier or 2 higher than the one that you're going to be going.
It's probably maybe 3 tiers higher. Yeah. This one's like a pretty like casual.
Oh yeah,
one.
I always hear Hell's Kitchen and I'm like that's up here, but I guess I didn't know they had tiers of them. Makes sense though. Yeah, you push your brand out. You know, smart.
I hope I see Chef Gordon Ramsay.
I bet you won't.
You never know. Maybe he's going to the
it's a fucking what is it the Wish Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, Wish Gordon Ramsay. You know who's gonna be in there? It's not very high end, so I bet you fucking Laquan Treadwell's sitting in there. He's laughing his ass off.
I don't think he lives in Minnesota anymore, dude.
Probably not. He probably got the fuck out of there.
That'd be fucking hilarious though if you walk in and you saw like.
Dude, if I see Laquan Treadwell in there, I'll be like Laquan Treadwell, I'm busy.
Or no, you walk in and you see the fucking former Vikings tight end that they let go on his birthday that I brought up. What's his name? Nick Muse or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Vikings social media. Happy birthday, Nick Muse. 4 hours later, Vikings cut tight end and Nick Muse.
He was still on the team once they did it.
On his birthday. Just fucking terrible.
They did it so they could get some room for Daniel Jones because it's Danny Dimes time, baby.
Yeah, I guess that timeline does make sense now. They knew what they were doing. Okay, I'm taking Texas. I guess we kind of got off track. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I said Texas immediately.
Oh, did I say who I was going to take?
No, you didn't say anything.
I'll take Texas as well. But I wanted to take the Aggies.
But you probably want to, hit up our boy and,
You're right. I didn't even think about that.
They might be back in Iowa. Who knows? For Thanksgiving. I don't know.
That's true.
But he could be back on Sunday.
Yeah.
Or Saturday.
I'll be like, Milton, do you want to sneak into this Vikings game?
College pick'ems. I'm currently 29-19. Last week I went 4-0. Marcus went 3-1, so he had a better week. And he's 25-22. So let's keep the shit up. Got to stay above 500 to be credible,
True.
And then pick'ems. NFL. We got every team plays this week. We got 4 days of NFL football. 4 fucking days.
Wow.
All because of that Black Friday game nowadays, which
Who's playing on Friday?
The Raiders Chiefs, but we'll get into that. I just don't like that they play at 3:00. Like, what the fuck?
It's kind of an odd.
Yeah, like play at fucking 5 or 6 or some shit
or 7.
Yeah, some people have to fucking work on Fridays. All right, I don't, but some people do. All right, first game Thursday, 12:30 Eastern time. Right when you're sitting down, ready to eat that fucking Thanksgiving dinner. For most people, some people celebrate nighttime, which is weird. But we got Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions.
You're the fucking Lions. The Bears suck ass.
Lions.
Okay.
Even though they probably should have beaten my Minnesota Vikings with how shit we are, but they didn't. They are down.
Bear with me here because since I have to write down Marcus's too because he didn't fucking do his job this week.
And he had the whole week off.
Exactly! Had the whole fucking week off and doesn't do shit for the pod. And I gotta fucking come in and take care of it. And then I gotta get off of this and be the one to fucking edit and upload too. Wow, Marcus. I worked 3 days this week.
Such a piece of shit.
The second game at 4:30, we have the Drew Lock-led New York Giants versus the Cooper Rush-led Dallas Cowboys.
It's a big game for Rico Dowdle. You really feel it. I'm saying 100 rushing yards and a touchdown, maybe a couple catches. Give me the Cowboys.
Ditto.
You're taking the Cowboys too?
Yep.
Okay. I also realized that I've been really bad at saying who I'm picking because I pay attention to other shit. I took the Lions and I'm taking the Giants. Bro,
Okay.
Drew Lock's gonna come in and just.
He's going to put on his fucking backpack and then throw a pick afterwards?
Yes.
Okay.
But you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna get the ball to Malik Neighbors after that fucking interview last week, and they're gonna make miracles happen, okay? So, fuck Dallas. Next, last game for Thursday at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Miami Dolphins heading into Green Bay.
It's a really, really hard one.
It really
I'm
is.
taking Green Bay.
You're taking the Packers?
Mm-hmm.
I think... I feel like Miami's starting to heat up. Give me the Dolphins. I feel like the Packers have kind of looked off a little bit.
Yeah, the Packers could lose a game and still be in playoff contention. And
yeah,
everything.
Miami can't.
Miami has to win, and like you said, they've kind of started heating up a little bit. Give me Miami at Green Bay. Get two road wins
It'll be
that
too
day.
cold for him.
That's true. She might be right.
That worried
Might
me
be
too.
right.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Those Dolphins, they'll be fine. They'll be so hot offensively that it won't even matter. Everything, it'll just be so hot, like
it's so hot it makes things look not hot.
Yeah, exactly. Then Friday, the Black Friday game, we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs begrudgingly, but they almost lost to the freaking Panthers, though.
Yeah.
Bryce Young is fucking goated. He's the best in the league, and he showed why he's the number 1 overall pick a couple years ago.
Dude, he's actually been making better plays. He's looked solid. So now it's just...
If you bench a guy like that, though, I mean, it's the same thing with Anthony Richardson. They kind of look better after a while. Kind of gets them into perspective. Hey, like this is what I need to do to win in the league.
Well, I mean, fuck. Even Will Levis, he wasn't benched. He was out with an injury, but he's come back and looked good since he's been back from injury. Like
just turn it up.
They just needed some time away and reevaluating their life, and
yeah,
now they're doing great. I mean, Anthony Richardson was injury and benching, I guess, too. All right, Sunday, December 1st, we have the Chargers at Atlanta.
Oh, fuck, that's such a hard game to call.
No J.K. Dobbins. If that
Give me Atlanta, but this is going to be a close game.
Chargers.
So a lot of implications on this game because I got a lot of fantasy players in this game. So I hope it's a barn burner. I hope that Bijan Robinson scores like 40 points, and I hope that what's his face is lighting it up. Justin Herbert has looked a lot better.
He looks he looks happier because they're not relying on his arm. Like he looks like they're not having to throw the ball 40 times a game. They can establish a run. But with J.K. Dobbins out, that worries me because Gus Edwards did not look good when he came in. He couldn't do shit for the most part compared to what Dobbins was doing on the run game. So that does worry me. I'm going to take Atlanta because, one, Atlanta has the Bucs creeping up on them now. And if they want to stay ahead of that division, they have to fucking start winning games and not choking like they have been. Next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Dude, there's some
that's going to be hard.
Tough games this week. Brooke took the Bengals.
I'm going to take the Steelers because I just feel like the Bengals just can't win. Like Joe Burrow, like I said a couple weeks ago, Joe Burrow probably is should be the MVP this year. Like he's played so freaking good. He's looked amazing. He's gone up and lit it up. And we're talking about a guy that's coming back from a fucking broken wrist. An injury. They said that he may never be able to throw the football the same way again. He looks phenomenal. But that defense lets him down constantly. So give me the Steelers because the Steelers are a good team. And I feel like after last week's embarrassing performance against the Cleveland Browns, I feel like this team's going to throw the piss out of the ball and really have a competitive game. So
yeah, no, I agree. I'm going to take Pitt too. Their defense has been so fucking good for the most part, and Russ has been cooking for they're off it. Nothing looks stagnant, I guess. The last week, sure, you played in a fucking half a game in snow you couldn't fucking see.
Well, you could tell that's what kind of killed them, though, because I think their game plan was to throw the ball.
Yeah. Well, and the other one, too, is your kicker missed 2 field goals. Your kicker got pulled off the field at one point because you couldn't even see the field goal post. Like, that alters things and has a heavy impact on things. Yeah. I'm going to take the Steelers.
And it wasn't little flurries. Like, that was blizzard.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't fucking see this field goal post from 40 yards out. So
I don't remember a time that a game's been that snowy for a long time. Like, the last one I can really remember is, like, the Detroit Philadelphia game.
Yeah, that was LaShawn McCoy era. Like,
yeah. I don't remember it being that bad for a long time.
I'm taking the Steelers. The Bengals offense, good. Besides Trey Hendrickson on the defense, they don't have shit going for them. So, we have Arizona at Minneapolis.
You already know.
Vikings.
Let's go, Vikings. We're going to eat you up, Kyler Murray. You little boy. You little boy. We going to win.
All right, calm down. Jesus, fuck. Wow.
I feel like Marcus is really aggressive today.
I'm also taking Minnesota, so...
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Good call.
Kyler's looked good, but their defenses look bad. And I think Sam Darnold, for the most part, he's thrown 2 to 3 touchdowns a game. They're not going to be able to cover that. Jordan Addison had a fucking big game finally. Like, that offense...
He looked good.
That's what I mean.
Some things. Jordan Addison, legitimately, if he played, would be a top 25 to top 20 wide receiver. And, like, JJ's just so good. I was so pissed, though. Get the ball to JJ. Give him some...
Well, did you see what he said after the game or something? He's like, it's either I eat or the team eats. And he's like, I'd rather have the team eat if that means we're going to win. Which, I mean, that's a good answer for anybody that's a...
He's a good leader. That kind of shocks me. Because I do think JJ's a good leader and a good player, but... I don't see a lot of games like that. I'm sure that they're going to make a very big point to get Justin Jefferson the ball because
you're not playing me that week.
Yeah, because I'm not playing you. That's exactly what. Watch, I guarantee you, Skinny, over 25 points this week.
Over 25, all right.
I bet you he explodes just because I'm not playing you.
Next game we have the Colts versus the fucking Patriots. Another kind of I don't want to touch game.
Give me the Indianapolis.
Colts.
I respect it.
Are you taking the Colts too?
Nope, I'm taking New England.
Really?
Yeah. Drake May has looked pretty good.
He's looked good.
Anthony Richardson still hasn't sold me yet this year.
He's looked like the third best quarterback in that draft class right now. I'll tell you that.
And he's doing it with mediocre receivers. So, and
I think, like, honestly though, do you think that, in your opinion, Drake May has looked better than Caleb Williams this year?
For the most part, I'd say. Like the thing that kind of throws it off with Caleb Williams is he's trying to be that improviser. Well, which is what he did at USC. He had to because their offensive line wasn't good for the most part too. But Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, and Drake May aren't forcing it to be the improviser. Like, they're trying to throw the ball. They're making the right reads. They're running when they have to run. Well, Caleb Williams feels the slightest pressure in the pocket where he could just step up or move over and then goes and tries to scramble. You know, those type of things. I think that's really the biggest thing that I've noticed between all four of those quarterbacks is just he wants to run right away, and he's not. Again, the Patty Mahomes, Carson Wentz, those guys were improvisers and made it look good. Patty Mahomes still makes it look good. Carson Wentz, unfortunately, his athleticism declined after an injury, so he couldn't do that anymore as well. But they improvised and made it look good, while Caleb Williams is like, this is fucking terrible. Like, you're not even making the... He had that one good pass last week, and outside of that, what else did he really do?
Jack shit.
Yeah, Drake May is better than what I thought he would be, at least looking-wise. Okay, we're going to fucking fly through these. Seattle Seahawks versus the Jets.
Give me the Seahawks.
Same.
I'm going to take the Jets. Fuck it. I'm taking the Jets.
How many times do you need to be burned?
You know, I'm kind of insane when it comes to the Jets, all right? You know, like I keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different.
You're dying on that hill like I did Bijan Robinson last year.
I fucking stayed in my ground now. I'm taking the Jets. Fuck that. Taking the Jets. The Tennessee Titans at the Washington Commanders.
Give me the Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders.
She's a good wife because she agrees with me with all of them.
That's not true. I haven't agreed with you on all of them.
Nope. She took the
She
took the Chargers over the.
Oh yeah, you did take the Chargers.
And she took the Bengals over the Steelers.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're crazy.
I know what I'm doing.
Watch her go 16-0.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I'm taking the Commanders. Got to bounce back. Houston at Jacksonville.
Give me Houston. Although Trevor Lawrence is coming back, so.
Not sold.
But I'm going to take Houston. Brooke's taking Jacksonville. She's doing it out of spite now.
I didn't agree with you.
She's doing it out of spite now.
Watch, Trevor Lawrence is going to be like all these other quarterbacks that got injured and come back and fucking play phenomenal all of a sudden, and Jacksonville somehow wins out.
I start him in fantasy in my other league, Brooke? It's not collusion because it's my other league.
We have the LA Rams versus the New Orleans Saints. I'm taking the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams, too.
Rams. Why is it like that? Sorry.
Fuck Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Hey, Brooke, you're going to beat me. It's okay.
out for way too long.
You're going to beat me. It's okay. Tampa Bay Bucks at the Carolina Panthers. Give me the Bucks.
Panthers.
Bucks. She's taking the fucking Panthers, dude.
Either Brooke's going to go 16-0 or 0-16. She's going for it. The Philadelphia Eagles at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to take my Eagles, of course.
Take the Ravens.
I'm taking the Eagles.
Hell yeah. Brooke's about to become an Eagles fan. Just watch, Marcus. Should be like, wow, a team that actually makes the playoffs consistently and wins and has a Super Bowl? Wow.
You did take the Ravens defense, didn't you? You just picked them up, didn't you?
I tried to trade you for them.
Oh. Well, I'd already dropped them. Sorry.
Skinny's going to pick them up right now.
Well, if she just dropped them, can I grab them? They're on waivers, so I can't grab them even right now. So
I'm gonna put a claim in so you can't have them. Fuck you.
Dude, they've been doing terrible.
Yeah, it's because they've been in a lot of barn burners.
Hey, y'all worry about yourselves, all right? Sunday night, we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo.
Yeah, dude. Josh Allen and those Bills are rolling, baby.
Damn right they are. Damn right they are.
And then Monday night, we have Cleveland at the Denver Broncos.
Give me the Broncos.
I took Cleveland.
I'm going to take the Browns, too.
Wow.
Bro, dude, famous Jameis. So I don't... Because you don't fucking use Instagram anymore. I can't send you this shit anymore. But it's like, it was like, Jameis Winston is the Tom Brady of Blake Bortles.
Dude, that is a perfect analogy,
there's
actually.
There's
the Tom Brady of Blake Bortles.
Dude, there's a fucking webpage or like a thing that Skylar sends me all the fucking time. That it's literally just a shop that just sells. It's a Jameis Winston shop. It's got like him eating the W and shit, like just fucking all this merchandise. And I'm like, dude, if I went there, I might like if I go on that website, I am so tempted to just fucking buy one of like everything almost, just because everybody loves Jameis. It's so fucking good.
There's not another person that loves Jameis Winston as much as Skylar Noel loves Jameis Winston, but I'm up there. I love famous Jameis.
Well,
dude.
Skylar is a Florida State fan
and a Bucks fan.
Well, and a Bucks, but he was a Florida State fan, so he experienced Jameis and followed Jameis at that younger age already, yeah. And then the whole college football, Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, who's better, that over. But Skylar's been following Jameis for a very long time, and dude was fucking funny back then too. Fuck, he was suspended a game, and he dressed up trying to convince his coach to let him play, and had his coach convinced that he was still good to play and wasn't suspended and shit. Went out to pregame warm-ups, no fucking thinking he was gonna try to play. He's just a goofy motherfucker. And
he was tricking Jimbo, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He's like the elbow bone's connected to the shoulder bone. That's got to be one of my favorite interviews with him. He's talking about the bones. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, dude.
Right,
if you haven't seen every Jameis Winston video at this point, what is wrong with you as a football fan? If you want good comedy, I was talking to the Thursday night we had an away game, and I went to on the bus because they played Thursday night. I was talking about it with the guy that I coach with, and he plays fantasy, so we were talking about all that, and he's like, "Oh, who's the Thursday night game?" And I was like, "Oh, it's the Browns and Steelers," and I was like, famous Jameis and all this, and we were talking about. I'm like, he's like, "Oh, dude, Jameis Winston, he's a pretty good guy, pretty good ball player and all this," and he hasn't played, he hasn't started in a couple of years. I just go into my like Jameis Winston fandom talk and just talking about like all of his interviews and like you need to go watch these videos, showing him videos, all that shit.
It's funny, dude.
Yeah. I'll have to send you the link because I think we need to get some merch.
We should.
Might have to.
We should.
Also, you need to fucking talk to your sister-in-law about our merch that I've been wanting to look into.
I already talked to her about it. I'll see her tomorrow.
She's waiting on you.
No, we sent it to her already. I told her.
She said she couldn't open it, and she told you that.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for letting me know that, because Marcus said...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He did know that because we had the conversation when they were at our house.
Well, I don't remember her saying she couldn't open it.
I'll have to
Yeah, she
figure
couldn't
out...
open the attachment.
Okay, I'll have to figure out how to let her open it, I guess. I don't know why she couldn't. But all right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. What another great episode.
Yeah, another great episode.
Thanks for having
Brooks.
me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for finally hopping on. I just figured we needed a guest, and with not having to work tomorrow, I'm like, fuck,
right.
Brooke can hop on.
You just needed a guest. I'm the guest.
I'm just so glad that Schnookums got on.
Yeah. Oh, also, thank you for all that you've done for us. You've been our photographer, our video camera lady. You let us paint.
Area.
You let us paint one of your rooms at one point.
And ruin the carpet.
That was your husband. Your husband ruined the carpet because he didn't give a fuck when we were doing that.
No, I did not.
All right. I will talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
God bless you. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Go USA.
Go USA.
Yeah,
God bless
I didn't
America.
get the fucking memo, clearly. Leaving me out.
You're wearing blue, though.
But follow us on...
Red, white, and blue.
Follow us on the X, YouTube, TikTok.
Not
anywhere you get your fucking podcast, you son of a bitch. Insta, all that good stuff. But cheers, and